Now that we have npm installed, let's go ahead and set up Create React App. The first thing we need to do is create our project folder. So I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it _root videos. I'm going to change directory into that folder. npm I, which stands for install, it's the same thing. We'll do npm I create-react-app. I'm going to add a flag, which is -g, which will say install it globally. So in all the folders, whenever I want to create another Create React App project, I'll just do Create React App space the name of the project, and the base CLI is already installed globally, so it'll know exactly what I'm asking for. Alright, now that Create React App is installed, we can verify that we're in the right folder, and we are, root videos, so we'll go ahead and say Create React App, and I'm just going to name this React Video 1. Go ahead and press enter. It's going to create a new React App project, and I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because this can take a few minutes. Create React App is finished installing, so the first thing we're going to want to do is change directory into the folder that we set it up. There we are. So in this project we have a README, Markdown, we have our node modules folder, of course, our package.json, our public folder, which will contain our HTML file that our React app will mount to, and our source, which contains all of our JavaScript. So to go ahead and get started, as it says right up here, we can type npm start, and that'll start the development server. Okay, so this is what your starter bootstrapped project will always start as, and we can go ahead and inspect the project. We'll go into our project. As I said, we've got a package.json. The first thing you're going to notice is there's not a lot in this. So there's a lot being hidden behind the scenes, and that's inside of React scripts. And that's where all of our node package dependencies are installed. We have React DOM, which allows React to mount objects and manipulate our DOM. We have the React project itself. And then in scripts, we have our server we just started, which is React script start. Build does our production build. We have our test to run our unit tests, and we have eject, which will actually, it's irreversible, so it'll actually add all the complexity that's being currently hidden into the project. But as I said, a lot of people try to avoid this nowadays because there's no going back. And it's awful nice to be able to update your React scripts and get 6 months worth of new development and bug patches in one line. So in the public folder, we have our favicon, we have our indexed HTML, which just has general best practice meta tags. It has a manifest JSON file, our favicon we just looked at, and these are mounted to a public URL variable. We have a message that if JavaScript is disabled, obviously the website's not going to work. And we have our root div. Now this ID called root is what React is actually going to mount our app to, so it's going to get injected inside of this div component. And then we have a manifest, which goes over icons and other details for our project. In the source folder, we start out with, of course, the first file it's going to go to is index.js. And as I said, we have our React DOM, and React DOM is rendering our app component, and it's being mounted to our root element, which is being located by document.getElementById, and then it also registers as service worker, which enables the app to load a lot faster. So the first thing that's being loaded obviously is app. So this is our very root-most component. We're creating extending a component. We're using React, and we're also using the component from the React package. we're importing a logo SVG, which is right here. And that's being injected into an image tag. And then, of course, we're exporting default, which is our app component. Next, we're going to go ahead and make some changes here, and we're going to show how you can embed components within other components. You can nest them.